Hey guys, so your morning spark or boost, even better. Your morning boost. Um, so it's about that's mine too, as the title says. See, when I was a young kid, um, I was at this. I used to be at this. Used to go to this Christian Science camp, and the director would often have this expression when someone like would win something or do something to that effect. What he would be like, that's you could he would say to the kids, you can be like, that's mine too, because I think there's in part it was because he didn't want the kids to like feel bad because they didn't win that award or whatever it may have been because of some spiritual accomplishment, whatever it may have been, because there were different awards people would win. Just the different things, but the point is, it's like, and when I was a kid, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. That's not mine. I don't get to keep that. He doesn't get to listen to share it. But then I think what it's about is that, see, love is about sharing. It's best had when you give it away, when you share it. And so if you are then doing that, then it's like you've connected wavelengths. If there's a spiritual synchronicity, or I don't know if that's a real word, but like synchronization, so to speak. Because I think a lot of times what we think is, oh man, they have all this, I'm deprived. What you're then doing is asking for more deprivation. You're looking at it in the wrong way, you see. And so when you see someone giving a word of gentleness or mercy or kindness, and whatever it may be, a smile even, a true, a genuine smile, not one out of maliciousness or like, ill favor, as it were, like, oh, we're laughing at this person. You don't have to uphold that. You don't have to share in that necessarily. But there's just that, when you recognize, what it is when you allow yourself to be in just the present, it then allows yourself to then be filled with love because you've emptied the past of hate and condemnation and judgment away. So now you're filled with that, and so that is what you give. And so then you're able to then recognize the unlimitedness of what your brother has about him. It helps you reinterpret how your brother is, and how you view your brother is how the situation is often going to unfold. Let me tell you, it's amazing how a situation will align itself in such a way. And it's really nice. It's really cool the way it works out, because it helps us have the glimpses of heaven just a little bit more. It helps bring peace to the battleground, to my military friends. And so it's really easy when you start jamming into it. So that way, when you're walking down the street and you see people having a good time, it's not like, oh man, I wish I could have. Because remember, to the ego, it's all about possession for its own sake. Oh, I have to have this. It's only for me, But in heaven, everything is shared. Everything is given. And it's not about what you can get. See, I think that's the problem that we find ourselves in. Is it's all about, and this is the way of the ego, this world, is that it's all about what you can get, for its own sake. And then that's when we enter into that, and then that's when you can tell that you've entered into the ego's way of thinking, is because it's very much so a fearful-based mentality, an attacking-based mentality, a sense of deprivation. You're deprived. I just don't have enough. But yet, when you are willing to step aside from your needs, and then you realize that all of them are actually fulfilled. Because if you're not even grateful for the love that you have, that's going to just showcase why, man, I wish I could have that, what they're having. Hey, don't worry about it, because if you truly have faith that God has your future in hand, and that all he gives is good, then what is there to worry about? When you allow your past to be undone, not looking to past reactions that you gave to someone as a basis for how to view them in the now, and then allowing yourself just to then, in that moment, which is all you're at, you're able to then experience that love and joy and peace. And then that will go forward and extend into the future, releasing it. So there it is. Pretty simple if you think about it. You've got all these wonderful opportunities too. It's exciting. So let's go forward and let's really help our brother out and really see him in the now, and let's share in that love, because that's mine too. So, and yours as well. It's all of ours. Okay, y'all. Peace and conquer.